Imagine this for a moment: a young royal, once a prince, steps away from titles and tradition, not in rebellion, but in search of something more real. And suddenly, the Danish press says he's following in the footsteps of a teenager, Princess Josephine. Why? What is happening inside the Danish royal family? Tonight, let me take you into that story. Ladies and gentlemen, today we explore a fascinating moment inside the modern Danish monarchy, a moment shaped not by palace ceremonies or royal duties, but by personal choices, independence, and the quiet courage to say, "I want to live differently." And at the center of this story, we find two young royals. Count Nikolai of Montpezat, now 25 years old, and Princess Josephine, just stepping into her teenage years. Let's start with Nikolai. He was born into royalty, literally. When he entered the world in 1999, he was a prince of Denmark. For years, he lived the life expected of a royal child: ceremonies, public events, cameras, and expectations. But everything changed in January 2023. That year, Queen Margrethe made a historic decision: she removed the princely titles from several of her grandchildren. Overnight, Nikolai became Count Nikolai of Montpezat, still royal, yes, still in the line of succession, but no longer tied to the responsibilities of a full-time prince. And here is where the transformation began. Instead of shrinking from the change, Nikolai stepped forward. He pursued a degree at Copenhagen Business School. He graduated with a master's in business. And he built a modeling career that took him onto global runways: Burberry, Dior, and more. For the first time, he wasn't living as a royal under expectations. He was living as Nikolai, shaping his own identity. Now let's talk about Princess Josephine. She's young, born in 2011, daughter of King Frederick and Queen Mary. And yet, even at her age, she has already taken a bold step of her own. Instead of following the traditional royal educational path, private elite schools near Copenhagen, heavily structured routines, Josephine said something unexpected. "I want to attend a boarding school." And she chose Spur a school where students live together, far from palace life. A school where she will sleep in a dorm room, share chores, laugh with friends, and experience a life that feels close to what ordinary Danish teens live every day. Her parents supported her choice. And with that single decision, Josephine became a symbol of a new kind of royal independence. So why did the Danish press suddenly publish headlines like, "Count Nikolai goes in Princess Josephine's footsteps"? It's not because the two are doing the same things. It's because they represent the same shift, a shift away from rigid royal tradition toward personal freedom, individual identity, and a lifestyle that mirrors real life outside palace gates. Princess Josephine showed that even a future working royal can live with more normalcy. Count Nikolai showed that even after losing a title, you can step into a modern world with confidence and independence. Together, they reflect something bigger happening inside the Danish monarchy. A generation choosing authenticity. A generation blending royalty with real life. A generation shaping the monarchy's future on their own terms. This moment is bigger than two people. We're witnessing a monarchy evolving, not through laws or reforms, but through the choices of its young members. Josephine chooses freedom in education. Nikolai chooses a career outside palace walls. And the public sees royals becoming more human, more relatable, more modern. This is the pathway that many European monarchies are exploring today, a balance between tradition and ordinary life. Some royals will remain full-time representatives of the crown. Others, like Nikolai, will become independent personalities connected to the royal family but not defined by it. And perhaps that is the real story. Not that Nikolai follows Josephine, but that both of them are walking into a new era of what it means to be royal in Denmark. So when you hear the headline, "Count Nikolai follows in Princess Josephine's footsteps," remember this. It's not about a school. It's not about a modeling job. It's about a quiet revolution happening inside the royal family. A generation choosing to be more than titles. A generation choosing identity over expectation. A generation showing us that even inside a palace, life is changing. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.